In this video, I'm going to be testing 1950s dated Yugoslav 8mm Mauser surplus ammunition. This particular batch was manufactured in 1955 at the State Arsenal Factory Code 12 in Bosnia and Herzegovina. This ammunition was produced for the Yugoslav military throughout the 1950s, 60s, and 70s for use in their bolt-action rifles and their MG42 and M53 machine guns. It comes packed 15 rounds to a box, and the box reads 7.9mm rifle cartridges, 15 pieces with universal grain powder NC05 in the series of production of 5434, factory code 12 referring to the Igman factory in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the year of manufacture 1955. Upon further inspection of the ammunition, you will find what looks very similar to World War II German ammunition. It is heavy ball, lead core, copper jacketed. The case is comprised of brass with Berdan primers with 2 flash holes, and the primers are sealed, and the cases are annealed. The head stamp once again reads factory code 12 Igman, and the date of manufacture 1955. Here's an example of one of the cartridges pulled down. You'll find the brass casing with no sign of corrosion on either it or the powder, and the projectile is a 197 grain on average, copper jacketed, lead core, open base FMJ boat tail, and it is non-magnetic, making it safe for steel targets. The powder averages out at 41.5 grains of NC05 Yugoslav military powder with no signs of corrosion or other degradation. Now let's head to the range to test the velocities and the accuracy of this ammunition. For our accuracy test, I'm going to be shooting 5 rounds at 100 yards offhand with a 1918 Gewehr 98. For the velocity test of this 1955 dated Yugoslav surplus 8mm, I'm going to be shooting 5 rounds through my 1918 Gewehr 98. $23.88, $23.50, $23.98, $23.97, and $23.79. The high being $23.98, the low of $23.50, an average velocity of 2,382 feet per second, a spread of 48 feet per second, standard deviation of 17 feet per second. So now let's go over the results of our testing and my thoughts on this ammunition. So the velocities averaged out at 2,382 feet per second out of a 29-inch barrel of a Gewehr 98. which is definitely on the hotter end of 8mm Mauser, so I really wouldn't recommend shooting this in anything but a Mauser 98 action. So I wouldn't put it in a Verguero or anything based off of the Gewehr 88, for example, because there's no gas shielding. Now, out of 60 rounds I fired, I encountered no serious failures. Only 3 rounds had to be recocked and hit twice to go off, but that's due to the hard primers that most of this ammo has. Otherwise, all the primer strikes were very consistent. I had no hang fires and no complete duds. So overall, for the price, this ammunition is very high quality. That doesn't necessarily apply to all the other Yugo 8mm Mauser surplus out there because there's such a huge range of manufacturer and the conditions it was stored in. So that's all I have for you guys for now, and I'll catch you in the next one.